Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel, Julie McNeil Crafts. So I have been busy crafting for the last few days. I have been making videos for my Hachanda show and also just doing a few bits and pieces for the lovely Sam as well for her Hachanda show. So as you may have seen, because hopefully the order of the videos will go up in the right order, I was cleaning out my paint palette that I was doing with my make for Sam's thing into this journal, and I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to try and make a quick page with it. So this is one of my tea stained papers from one of my Alice in Wonderland books, and I am just going to add that to it. I don't particularly want to do a complicated page today. I just want to play and just do a little page, and I do enjoy playing in my journal. So I'm just going to stick these down, and then actually as part of the take 5 we put coral and yellow together, and I really like that. So I think what I may do is go and grab a stencil and grab some yellow inks, maybe my Oxides, because with the acrylics we've got sort of a nice chalky look going on anyway, and I'm thinking that might be quite nice for this page. So I'm just going to add some more of these papers. I kind of want to add more, but I also don't want to add too much, and I'm also thinking this one's a bit dark. Yeah, that'll maybe do. Okay, so I'll just add that down there like so. Sorry if you can hear some noises there, that is my daughter talking to her friend on WhatsApp on my phone. I never seem to see my phone nowadays, it's been commandeered. That's the thing with lockdown, it's just she's needing to speak to her friends, so I don't mind, but I literally barely see my phone. Well, I do, it's just because I wouldn't let her be on the screen that long, but I do feel like, yeah, I don't see it. It's definitely commandeered quite a lot. Right, I've gone from just wanting a tiny little bit. I'm just going to give them a reminder that I'm actually filming and grab a stencil at the same time. Okay, so I've grabbed this big letter stencil, and I've got some Distress Oxides. So this one is the Spiced Marmalade. I'll put that on, and then I have got some of the Picked Raspberry. Put some of that over as well to start off with, and then we'll see we'll see what we have from there. So I might try and put some of the fossilised amber in. I'm just going to clean off my brush a little bit. And bring that over. It's quite a big, bold stencil. I was just like flicking through my stencils. I pulled out my circles that I always use, and then I was like, oh, I need to use one that I don't often use. I need to use a different one. So I'll grab this one as well. It's actually one of the first stencils I bought, but I've not used it in forever. Okay, so that's that. Looks alright. A bit different. I'm actually just going to grab, where's my painty cloth? Grab it. I always find working from a mop-up page quite easy because part of it's done. You don't have that sort of blank page and decisions of where to go and what to do, because part of it is done for you. So doing things like this, like cleaning your stencil off on another page in your journal, again, it just provides another mop-up page for another day. So quite a handy wee thing to do. So I'll go back to this one. Okay, so I think I'm going to go over with some circles as well. And we will see what we have. Going for the same colours again, but if need be we can always pick out some other colours to... Oh yeah, that works. Okay, so I'll add a lot more circles to this page. I know me and circles. Oh dear, okay. So we'll do that, and then I will do the same thing. I will clean that off on the same page that I've started to clean the other one off on, and then I'm going to work out what we're doing here. It's funny, I was imagining a nice subtle page and instead I've gone for bright orange. There you go. Right, so I'm just going to clean off this again. Okay, so I'll give it a wee spray and then get to my painterly cloth and we'll just clean all that ink off. I think so. There we go. So that's ready for another day. Okay, so back to this one. I have got my stamp set that I've not really played with too much yet. So this is the Stamp-Lamentals range, and this is edition 1. This is something that I'm hoping to gradually expand more and more. But when I craft, I always find that whether I'm making a card or a journal page or different things, before the project is out, I will have wanted to put a background down of some description. I would have wanted to use a background stamp. I will have wanted to add some sort of floral element framing my feature, whatever the feature might be. I tend to sort of like floral elements in my stamps or in my projects somehow. As I said, just sort of finishing it off. This does stamp really well, it's just that I've not really used this stamp yet. And we're going over different mediums, so it's not wanting to play ball. But let's have a little stamp on another page just so that you can see that it does work. I'm just grab a stamp block as well. That might help matters. Okay. Okay. Let's stamp that down. There we go. So this side we've got quite a loose edge if you want a loose edge to your text, and here we've got a straight edge if you want a straight edge to your text. So we've got both edges there. So I'm going to maybe just try stamping it on a stamp block, just to, because it's not, there you go, it's not been wanting to play ball overly. Yeah, as I said, I think it's possibly just the mediums and things that we've got on there. So I'm just going to add a little bit of detail with this stamp. Okay, and then I've got the little circle stamp as well, which I might just add in. I'll put the text in different directions because why not? Okay, I'm also just going to give the stamp a little clean before I would put it in. Okay, so I'll take a little bit of gesso and we'll just move this together. I'm actually going to have to put a bit in the pot now because I think that my oxides are just still a little bit wet, so I don't want to contaminate my gesso too much. I've put an indigo blue order in this morning, so I've ordered myself some Slap It On because I do love that as a gel medium, and I've ordered myself some more of their black gesso because I just love their black gesso. Is black. It doesn't sort of dry as a sort of greyish by the time you've finished. It is a true black, which I like. Yeah, this page sort of started off soft and subtle, and it's sort of very quickly lost that look, which I don't mind, but I'm just feeling that it's needing knocked back a little bit. Some strange noises going on downstairs. I'm hoping that's part of the playing routine, and not anything more tragic. I think it's quite sad though, I hear them playing on their phones, because it's like they tend to have play dates on their phones. That'll not be as much. It's like from tomorrow onwards back to homeschooling and attempting to work the Google Classroom and whatnot. But it's like the other day they were playing being in hospital and one of them had the virus, and you're just like, oh dear, it really does have an impact on everybody. And I think as adults we're like, we've never known anything like this in our lives, but young children, it's hard to get your head round. So yeah, that's no idea what I'm doing, but but we have yeah, toned it down and blended it together somewhat. I still might blend it a bit more. And yeah, I realise I'm very aware that my chair is incredibly squeaky. Every time I move it's like arr, arr. Right, I'll let that dry a little whilst I go and have a little hunt through various bits and bobs and see what I can find to journal with. Okay, so I've recently acquired this paper pad, the Hunkydory Enchanted Dreams. It was one that I saw ages ago, but managed to resist buying, and I wanted it just for that image of the whale there. But again, it's a part of this stash that I have been sorting out, so it's something that I've saved away. So I've taken it, 'cause look how well these papers go with this page. So nice, and I absolutely adore this. So I am thinking, ooh, the stuff's falling all over me right to the side of me here, so I think I'm going to need to press pause very quickly. I'm thinking I am going to fussy cut this sort of tree out here and the little deer and this moon, and yeah, let's see what we can do with that. Okay, so I fussy cut that out and I love how that looks. Now the tree isn't going to fit on this, so I'm trying to find a suitable place to chop into it. And then we can maybe overlap that. Oh man, I think that's so beautiful. And then can we... I think maybe that way. Oh, I think how pretty is that? Mind you, actually. Right, so I'm going to carry on fussy cutting. Sorry, came on too soon, I think. Oh my goodness, how fabulous does this look? I'm so chuffed. Ah, you know, like sometimes you're like looking at a page and going, oh, I don't know where, don't know what's happening with this. And then all of a sudden you're like, yes, I love it. So yeah, it totally wasn't what I was thinking of whatsoever, but I am absolutely thrilled. I think it looks brilliant. So I'm now just going to grab in my gelatos, and what I want to do is create a bit of a hue round this moon a little bit. So I'm just sort of gonna sketch that in while I have it in place, like so. And I'm going to add some of, so this is what have we got? Margarita mix, and I'm also going to add in snow cone. If I can get it to... Oh, am I at the end of it? I wouldn't have thought so. I've done loads with it. Right, right, I'll get... Ah, for some reason it isn't going up. That's going to be too dark a blue. Right. Where there's a will, we will sort it out. Let me grab a palette knife of some description, and all my little pointy ones. Oh, I was going to say all the little pointy ones seem to have disappeared. Really don't know what's happened. I'm sure I can't have used the whole thing. There you go. Right, I'll scrape it out and just put it down like that. Maybe I've used these more than I realised. I do like my gelatos, and I have had these for a fair amount of time. I just didn't realise I was sort of at the end of the stick. Right, so your gelatos are water reactive, so I'm just going to put a bit of water on my finger. I'll just pop some down here, as she says. Right, and I'm just going to smudge that a little bit, blend that out, and I may get a little bit of gesso on my finger as well, so it's not too in your face. Let's just actually just pull it back like that. I just want to create a bit of a glow. How awesome is that? Oh, love, 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 love. Right, I'm just going to stick this down now. I have a severe lack of gel medium. Let's see how far we can make this go. If not, I'll have to resort to just normal glue. I'm just going to fold this in half now, because it might be easier to do it now rather than later, because that's going to go into the seam of the page. So let's just get a bit of gel medium on that side, and let's put on the actual page as well. And stick this down. Do you know, when I finally got hold of some of those papers, it didn't even occur to me to do art journaling with them, and now I'm thinking I might want to do a whole journal just with these. Just trying to make sure, because it's going into the fold line, I'm just trying to make sure that we actually get that working. Okay, just wondering whether I'm actually just going to have to slice it so that we don't have issues later. We'll see. Right, now look at this, so nice. Right, what I'm going to do is grab, sorry, rattling in your ears there. I'm going to grab a Pro marker and just edge that before I stick that down. Really should go off and edit some videos. Been filming for Hichanda all day, and they've got to be with Hichanda first thing tomorrow morning. And I'll get 8 videos that I need to edit, because that's the requested number that they had for me, and that is what I should be doing right now. But I've just suddenly found myself sort of in craft mode and wanting to play, so I've just ended up filming a video on making cards, and then I was like, oh, I'll just quickly do a journal in that Mop-Up page. And now I'm sort of full-blown crafting mode. Well, I have been talking. I got up. I was awake at 6 in the morning and thought, do you know what? I may as well. I've got lots to do today. I may as well just get on with it. So I just got up and got going. And so like I was up here by probably just after 7, because I did sit and did my usual. Had my cup of tea in bed. I always have a cup of tea in bed when I wake up in the morning, and I tend to watch a little bit of YouTube and stuff like that. Answered a few emails. And so I did all that first, had my breakfast, and then it came up. So yeah, I have literally been up here since 7 o'clock in the morning, and then it's now 7:15 at night. I've been down twice, once for my lunch, and I had some lovely homemade soup, and once for my dinner. And we had, crispy shredded duck. I tell you, I could get used to this lifestyle, because we're in lockdown and my husband hasn't been working. He is planning on maybe going back though, as he's self-employed and a window cleaner, and they have said window cleaners can work, but he's just not been sure about whether he wants to or not. But what he's done is created leaflets, and he's going to go round and let his customers know. But he's been off for about a month now, and because me playing like this, it's technically my job now, you know. So I've been working and he's been making me food and things, and it's great. I love it. Definitely could get used to this. Oh. It'd be great if this business could really take off, and I could keep him at home to make me dinner and do the housework, and I just sit and play and craft all the time. Now, where's my craft knife gone? Because I'm just having a feeling I'm actually just going to have to cut down that bit for it to stick. Get the elephant down as well. That's going to go over a little bit as well. Oh, I just love this. I love it so much. Can you tell? Oh, it's good to be happy with your work. It's much more enjoyable crafting when you're loving it and feel like it's going well. When you're kind of like, oh, I don't know what's happening, it's not as much fun then, is it? You know, when you lose your crafty mojo for a bit, which we all do from time to time. But yeah, thankfully I'm cooking on gas today, just as well, since I've had 8 videos to make for a channel. Dear. So yeah, but it's nice just to be playing for the sake of playing. I don't know, it does feel different. I don't know why, but it does. Because it's still just playing. Right, I'll just add a bit more glue with that, and then I think I'm going to try and see if somewhere under all of this rubbish that I am managing to craft in, I can find a craft knife just to cut down, because I have a feeling it's going to keep popping out as the book gets open and closed. I don't know whether it's going to survive multiple. Well, it might do. I see it's lifting. Right, I'm just going to see what I can do. Okay, so I'm going to do my usual and get a bit of shadowing in behind some of these elements, especially on this side. I might do a little bit around the elephant, not much around the moon, because I've sort of done it with the gelatos instead. So I'm using Inktense pencil. This time I am using iron blue, and I am just going to gradually wet that and pull that out. Now I've gone for quite a dark colour because obviously the background of this is quite dark, and again it's just going to help to add depth. So the reason that I do this is there's shadows for everything in life. If you have something in front of something else, it is going to create a shadow. So it helps for your project to make sense. It looks right, you know, you look at it and think, oh yeah, that looks right now. It does that, and it also just helps to create depth and to a project without necessarily adding lots of texture. It still has that sort of 3D look because you've added that shading in. I'm using Inktense pencil because it has the properties of watercolour. I can move it, which I personally find I have more control with, because if it's too heavy I can sort of just add water and lift it away, and I can easily add more. So I find it works for me. And then of course once it is dry, because it is an ink, it is permanent. So as usual, because it is a bit of a laborious process, I just do like to explain it. I know, like, if you watch me regularly you'll have heard me say that before and it might just sound really repetitive, but obviously, you know, people might be watching this video, it might be the first one they've seen, and so I sort of still feel the need to explain why, because sometimes understanding the principle of why something works or why somebody does a certain thing just helps, you know, it helps you to know when you're then working on your art project, because that's basically what here to do. It's not here to sort of have everyone going, oh wow, aren't you so good? It's not about that at all. It's about I absolutely love creating. I love making stuff. It makes me happy, and I'm sure, like, as you've seen me making this page or watching some of my videos, you can hear me like sort of giggling and whoa, I love it, getting really excited. It's a lovely feeling. We were designed to create. I used to work in as a therapist, and one of the first things that we would encourage people to do is to find some form of creative outlet, and it's actually really good for your health as well. And so that is why I'm here sharing, because I want you to think, oh wow, yeah, I can do that, and go and do it for yourself. So because that is the purpose, that is why I am doing it, it's important for me to explain the principles behind why I do something, so that it can be sort of transferred. It's not like you have to copy my project exactly, otherwise it's not going to turn out. But if you know the principles as to why something worked, you can apply those same principles in your own artwork. So I've actually done most of it now, but I will just finish the rest off on fast forward. Okay, so I got so carried away there with wanting to do this that I actually forgot to press record for part of the reason that I was doing part of the time I was doing that shadowing. I have to say I have gone over a lot of it, quite a lot, to get it really quite dark. And because I've edged the paper on that side, I do want some sort of line on this side, so I am just drawing that in so that we've got a frame round this side as well. I've sort of given it that by bringing the blue across as well. That's probably a little bit damp still, but let's risk it. Yeah, so we've sort of brought that across like that. Oh, I absolutely love it. Right, I've got some Tim Holtz stickers which I thought I would do, and then once that's fully dry I just thought I might add some little gold dots as stars. So See the World, absolutely perfect for this page. How good is that? Let me see. And we've got See the World, This Happy Life. Okay, brilliant. Absolutely, because I've had a brilliant time this evening. And I think it's a brilliant page. I'm delighted with it. Okay, so I've got Brilliant, See the World and This Happy Life as our text and title. I'm just going to let, oh, it's beginning to dry. We might manage to do it. Let me see if I got a gold pen in here, or will I have to find one? Okay, I just need to go and grab a gold pen. Okay, so I've got my gold Posca pen, and I am just going to add I would normally like maybe do this with my white, but I just think the gold sort of suits the project, and I'm just going to draw my little dots and sort of star shapes in. And oops, sorry, head in the screen. And I just think that that might be enough to just give it that finishing touch. Oh, I love this page so much. I also realised I'd forgot to put that little birdie down. I saw it whilst I was on the hunt for a gold pen. I'm also doing this into wet paint, which is never ideal. But yeah, hopefully it should dry okay. Yeah. Happy, happy, happy. Sorry, I keep sticking my head in the project. Not the best look really. Oops. To redo some of those. I like it. I'm wondering whether I should give it gold splashes, or should we just leave it? Maybe, do we want splashes? Okay, I'm going to put some black splashes. I'm not going overboard with this. So I've covered my moon up and the little deer and the elephant. Thought I had plenty of water in that, but it's just dried up a little bit. Okay, and I'm just going to grab, this is the black from Akira's Taki Gansi Tambi, and I'm just very gently going to add some splashes, and I'm just going to turn my work around so that all the splatters aren't going in the same direction, and add a few more. Okay, let's see if that was a good choice or not. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'm happy. Okay, so that is my page. I'm absolutely delighted. It is so not what I intended. I just wanted to play. I just went for it. I just felt it. And yeah, that is the finished result. And I'm really, really happy with it. So anyway, that's going to bother me a little bit, but we'll sort that out in a bit. If you have enjoyed it here, please do consider liking and subscribing. And I will be back with you again very soon. Okay, take care then, and goodbye.